Mr. Prasanna Kumar, Mr. Sanjay Som, Mr. Alok Patti, Mr. Jha, Gautam with us in our India Energy Forum. We have Mr. Sanjay Srivastava, former Coal Secretary. He will go in the history that when he was the Secretary, the ordinance for coal was notified and then subsequently substituted by the Act. There is a historic initiative insofar as coal sector is concerned, and personally I saw that the coal bill, which was also along with power bill somewhere in 2001, which lapsed, and this was to wait till 2014-15 that an ordinance had to be issued in the context of urgency, because so many coal blocks had been cancelled subsequent to the Supreme Court judgment. I think that was a turning point, and the Act came and we see the thing. So I think it is good Sanjay has been here. He was here last year also. His interest in, though he is a power man, but his interest in coal continues, just as my interest in coal continues. In the wake of solar revolution, at one point it appeared that some 5 years back, when solar started becoming so inexpensive, and many of the people on the power side, many professionals, they felt that solar is the complete solution and coal is on way out. And it is at that time, some 5 years or 6 years back, personally I and India Energy Forum, we were quite clear that yes, solar will go the way it will go in a significantly accelerated process, but at the same time, coal will continue to be relevant, not for 10 years, not for 15 years, but for several decades. And that at one time, even in the Ministry of Power, it was felt, and they slowed down on new capacity addition. Fortunately, 5-6 years down the line, now there is consensus. Even though solar rate is to increase in terms of capacity addition, that for coal, we have to have its relevance for many decades. So that is a good point. And therefore, in India Energy Forum and otherwise, all energy professionals like us, we continue to put pressure on coal people that there is nothing to worry about, but we should be a bit more conscious about the production, about the particularly quality. And now I see that more and more friends from the coal sector, whoever I meet, in the 2-3 points that they discuss formally and informally, they discuss about quality of coal. Coal people, not power people. Power people have been discussing, but coal people have. So that's a good situation. Let me also take this opportunity when we are having such a large conference that just few days back we had a historic development in energy sector. Let us celebrate that, because nuclear power legislation happened, but we thought that whether 100,000 megawatt by 2047 of nuclear power with a base of now about 8,000 megawatt or so may not be possible, and all of us believed that unless fast breeder reactor becomes a reality, this may not be possible. So it is a good time. Just a couple of days back, we had an important milestone on our journey, which started way back in 2002-3 in terms of research. It has reached a definite milestone, and it is going to become a reality. It will take few years, but it will become a reality that pressurized fast breeder reactor will be the one which will take care of our lack of resource in terms of uranium, because it breeds more uranium than it consumes when this process gives you power. So that is just by way of celebrating and understanding that this is a major milestone in our country in terms of the overall energy management. Of course, coal and nuclear will continue to be the base load power station. Coal growth, as I said, will continue to happen. In the last few years of opening up of the coal sector, we have seen, all of us believed, but we were apprehensive, whether if we open up the coal sector, whether the private sector will be able to come to the situation and face the challenges that go with production of coal. But good point, it's very highly gratifying and satisfying that commercial coal mining and captive coal mining has been doing very well. Within few years of this opening up of this sector on commercial coal mining, I think 2024-25, they had a growth rate of something like 25-28%. Because of demand situation, because of various other reasons, the corresponding growth rate was somewhat quite less in the existing companies. And consistently, in the range of 10 to 15% is expected that will add. When the process further increases, you will see more. Of course, while on that point, when I deal with or discuss with people in different contexts, that what are the challenges in the coal sector development by commercial coal mining system, because it has been used to public sector, and public sector is treated in certain manner so far as government agencies are concerned. So opening up is there, but there are various initial hiccups. And first hiccup is, unfortunately, Prime Minister is not here, but we will flag from the India Energy Forum. In the last few months, I have come to recognize that it is not easy. We say bidding, people do commercial bidding, they commit commercial bidding, they put bank guarantee, but license remains a question. So all these issues should be settled between Government of India and states, straight away, in the beginning. It should not happen that the files move from table to table at the state level, and it takes its own time for, similarly, for detailed investigation, again the same process. So I think it is almost a couple of years that you reach the stage that when you really take off on the point. So that is a very serious issue, and that serious issue, if it is sorted out, then I think production process from all these groups will be accelerated, much more than what is happening today. Of course, because of different forms of power that is getting into the system, the pressure on coal is less, there is no doubt about it. At least import has reduced and will considerably reduce, except for coking coal that our steel industry needs. But one thing in every meeting in India Energy Forum or any such conference that we discuss, and as I said in the beginning, I am happy that there is recognition of this fact, even among the coal people, that we must focus on two things, on coal quality and coal gasification. This year also has been, the last year also has been important from that point of view. On the coal gasification, there is a special focus from the government in terms of financial support. Though I, as a professional, always believed to get into that, Coal India did not need financial support. Coal India has been doing exceedingly well, and we are proud of Coal India, financially and technically. They did not need. For any of such technology development, money was not the issue, never is the issue. But anyway, government to further give its own commitment has provided for a scheme on coal gasification. I understand there is a business development group, and we have the director of business development group here in the Coal India, whose main responsibility, or one of the main responsibilities, will be coal gasification. Let us make it. At least 50 years I have spent in energy sector, and 50 years I have heard of coal gasification. 5 megawatt, Trichy power plant, Coal India, NTPC put together, they should make a reality. But what is now recognized at the end of all this discussion is that coal gasification is not only relevant or may take time to be relevant insofar as power generation is concerned, but it is relevant to substitute a large number of products on the chemical side that we import today. So therefore, coal gasification is opening up the whole range of opportunities for India. So that coal sector will contribute too, and it is that important. Another thing one will like to re-emphasize, and I have said in many meetings, and I was part of a committee where we recommended, it was accepted, notified, that is your washery. Now, even in this conference, in the morning, many of the coal people were saying that it is important that we should emphasize it. So we should again take it up in a very significant way. You don't need legislation. If coal producer has to produce coal and improve its quality and have a mechanism to be compensated in terms of its pricing, why do you need a policy of the government? The coal producer's responsibility to supply good quality coal. We have recognized that perhaps more than 34%, less than 34% will not be possible, though I myself did a coal washery with 30% ash content. I did when I was chairing the Mumbai Electric. But anyway, if we have recognized that it can happen only up to 34%, do it, but it does not require. Policy happened, policy changed. Insensitive to this, or irrespective of that, organization like Coal India, which is such an excellent track record of performance. Partha in one of the meetings said that Coal India price in the share market went down because IPO document suggested that coal washery will be there. An IPO document has not been implemented, and therefore shareholders look at this in a different way, with an area of concern. So therefore I think coal people, all of us should believe in this and should try to do our best. We have our own limitation. We can only suggest. But definitely during the course of the year, Gautam and our forum, we should try that this should again be restored. First we will request Coal India that don't wait for this notification or that notification, do it. Have an arrangement of pricing. If not, government should notify this. I think these are a few points on gasification I have already overemphasized. Today's sessions have been organized in a manner that there will be focused discussions on various issues, and I am sure at the end of this, Power Secretary has kindly agreed to join. I mean, Coal Secretary couldn't find time because he had some other assignments, not in India, not here, but outside Delhi. But Power Secretary I requested, and he agreed that he would be there in the last valedictory session. So I am sure all of you would be there. And by that time, we would have come up with certain set of conclusions, all our people, Mr. Jha, Mr. Jha is the chairman of the group, so far as the vertical is concerned. All of us put together will put in place a set of recommendations, which we will highlight definitely when the Power Secretary is here. And I would earnestly request all of you should participate in the final session. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, our friends at the dais, Mr. Gautam, Mr. Alokpati, Mr. Mahajan, and our distinguished participants. We were expecting the Power Secretary, but this situation today in the whole world is such that any meeting may be required to be scheduled with urgent notice. I think he has an important meeting with Home Secretary and a few other secretaries. So I was just talking to his office. It looks, even now on my WhatsApp message, he has not said no, but now since it is, I said that 4 o'clock we had scheduled it, so I said 4:30, but then now it seems that he is stuck up. So therefore, we have to wind up our days-long program with the valedictory session that we are doing now. Of course, while structuring this program, I was personally fully involved. In the morning session I was there, and therefore context was fully established. The first conclusion of this program, and for that matter any such programs on coal today, is that coal is going to stay far too long compared to what we have been thinking. It's not 10 years, not 20 years, not 30 years, and for the simple reason that this is our most important and perhaps the only reliable resource that India possesses. In the changed situation of geopolitics, which is so unpredictable, and more every day it is becoming unpredictable, when global trade, global interactions on business is becoming, it's not that it will vanish, but its reliability is getting into question. Therefore, this resource that India has, of the order of 370 billion tons or more, this resource is the most reliable energy resource. So that is first conclusion. Second conclusion is that in the power sector, dependence on coal, even for large-scale expansion of solar, large-scale expansion of other renewables, dependence on coal for pretty long time, definitely beyond net zero will continue. Growth rate can vary here and there. The third point is that we will have to be a bit more conscious, and why a bit? Substantially more conscious about quality of our product. That is very important. More and more coal people themselves are now recognizing this need and appreciating this need, and sort of making their commitment toward actions which will lead to more responsible production and more responsible consumption. Even consumers like power will have to be more responsible on this. And therefore, the presentation just in the last session that I was able to fully listen to on the carbon capture and utilization, and another on the coal gasification, which we talked in the morning also. Both these things would come into right perspective and will gain speed. Organizations like us and people like you will not only catalyze that process, but will enable that process to gain speed. Both these things we have talked for decades. Coal gasification, in the morning session I said, in the entire 50 years of my career, right from the beginning, we have heard about coal gasification. But that coal gasification that we heard in the beginning was in the context of coal gasification for power generation. Now it has emerged that, wait, we will see about power generation. There are any number of opportunities through gasification process to produce products which India is importing in a big way today, and therefore substitute that import with domestic production, and therefore create the balance of trade under control. So I think there will be a series of researches. Many researches have already succeeded, proved, and therefore coal gasification leading to different type of products will be a matter of quite relevance and will gain momentum. So that recognition is among the consumers, whose demand will be there. That recognition is among the coal producers. Coal production opening up has been very helpful. It was a decision taken a little late, could have been taken 15 years back, but it is gaining momentum. In the morning session also we discussed, subsequently also we discussed. Captive coal and commercial coal mining process will gain further speed, and that will give rise to different type of market structure. That is another thing which will definitely emerge. So therefore, and coal washery. Now I am hearing more and more, people will have to find out method as to how we compensate the producers for supplying good quality coal through washery process, reducing the ash content substantially. And for that, it is not that they have to be sort of put under financial burden. The mechanism will automatically emerge or will have to be made to emerge through some regulatory process so that this process gains momentum and they are not at a financial additional burden. It picks up. So that is, on that agenda, I think India Energy Forum will also pursue the matter. So these are some of the very important outcomes of the discussions today. In the change scenario of energy transition, there will be transition in the pattern of production, there will be transition in the pattern of consumption of coal, and there will be transition in the overall energy basket of India. Imagine now India is dependent so much, more than 88% on petroleum import. We will have to see to what extent, what part of that can be substituted through, there are various means through which it will be compensated, like battery. But coming back to coal, in what way this additional excessive, unacceptably excessive burden of import is reduced and what role coal will play. So that will be another research, another line of action, another line of development that will be needed for the country, and that will be very much welcome. So I think there is a lot to do for the coal sector, and there is a lot that coal sector has to do for the economy and economic development of the country. So these are some of the outcomes of today's discussion. Nothing is new, things are known. Each discussion that will follow and discussion of today will contribute toward gaining speed on these conclusions. As I said, that all these things we have discussed, but today I see there is better realization of these things to be taken seriously, and in the context of what is happening in the West Asia war and Ukraine war that is still continuing, and what impact it is creating on the energy scene throughout the world and particularly in India, and what it can do or cannot do. All these things are making people recognize, making people more and more convinced that this is your resource. See what best you can do with this resource, which is your domestic resource. It reduces your dependence on others. Energy security is energy independence. So to what extent you are independent of somebody else. Total import cannot be ruled out, but 88% of import is unacceptable. It is impossible to sustain it, and that realization is coming more and more. And in that realization, the role of coal is becoming more and more evident. We are instrumental, we are catalysts, we are players, we are stakeholders in wherever this is not recognized, wherever this is not being translated into action. You have seen our role and others' role, what a sea change has happened in the field of nuclear power. We couldn't believe 1 year back that you will have this legislation so far that nuclear power generation will be opened up. All types of things were being stated. Nuclear power, risky, how can it be done by anybody else, etc., etc. Today, there is legislation and there is constant and regular follow-up by government system to see how best it is put into action. Similar type of things in the new and changed face of coal industry will emerge, very soon will emerge. A flavor of that we have seen in today's deliberation, and as we deliberate in the future, you will see its deeper impact in the action and deeper impact on the policy. So I think all of you have been present in the seminar for the whole day and been listening to them and contributing. Thank you very much.